Thank you very much. So, as part of the colonization agenda, I believe that they oriented us in a way that we would desert the things that make us African. Our food, our clothing, our language, and all the things that make us African. We were meant to think that they are things that don't matter. So yes, home comes. When you opt for it, people look down on you. Visual arts, when you opt on it for it, people look down on you. But at least in the past 2-3 weeks, with the discussions that are ongoing, with the testimonies of the students, you realize that they are encouraged. They know that they have the readily available skill, employable as such, that would help them even survive after school. So just to encourage them that these are skills that people would pay millions to acquire, but they may not be able to even have the intellect to acquire it. They have been gifted. And the best gift God can ever give anyone is to be gifted or be gifted by your hands and to be able to use your hands to do something creative. So yes, home econs, they've had an opportunity today and they have realized that they can grow to become the best of nutritionists, the best of dietitians, the best of food, the therapists and food consultants among others. And I think I have to encourage our children who have opted for these programs rather than having to discourage them.
It's so a beautiful cultural display in which most of the students depict some of the tourist attractions that we have in the country. They made mention of how the Atlantic were colonized in the Saskatchewan War and the rest. We are really impressed by this and going forward, what we do advocate for us to enhance our community profession.
Thank you very much. So the whole concept of ashantefest is to let culture meet modernization. Because you can rapidly modernize in a way that will be harmful or injurious to your culture and your history. So you realize that there is over-westernization of our respective sectors. But we believe that our culture, our heritage makes us unique as Africans and as people of Ashanti group. For that matter, the young ones must have an opportunity to know about our culture, our stories, and our heritage. How would you go about it? These times, if you write them in graphics, you write them in stones, they wouldn't go and find them and watch them. So you have to meet them at a point where they will be interested to look at. Now, most of our students are much more interested in skates. What happens on their phones? What happens on social media? So yes, today as the drama and the state play went on, a lot of people have recorded. And at least those who have the opportunity to get to listen it on any of these digital platforms will now reconnect back to the struggles of our forefathers, how they were able to, as it were, surmount the challenges of the colonial masters, among others. And beyond all this, tomorrow we are going to Fomena to go and see the sites for the Second War. So it wouldn't just be the state police resort, but we will be on the ground to witness what actually happened on the ground at Fomena. So I believe that this is the best way for us to make sure we preserve our culture while the society modernizes very rapidly.
Recently, the president tabled in a document at UN in which it was adopted to ensure that slave trade become a crime. We know our forefathers also went through similar. We also advocate that sense of America that was mentioned to our grandfathers also be
most definitely, and I want to commend the president. He's an asset for Africa and definitely the world at that. I mean, having to stand very bold and very assertive in making sure that the UN and a whooping majority of the states accepted the presentation and voted yes for same, but there's something of only 3 countries. So for someone to convince the world in this regard should tell you that it's really an asset for Africa and for Ghana. And it is right, of course. Africa was overly extorted, not only with our human resource, but also our natural resources, the artifacts that define what Africa stands for and what Africa is. I went to the British Museum recently, and when you go, the entrance is more of an Ashanti museum. All the artifacts, they had to take from the region every story, every battle, and you realize that no, all these went on as a crime definitely against humanity. So we believe that that resolution is a step in the right direction and the first step towards complete liberation from neo-colonialism to be able to even bring back these artifacts so that our next generation will get to see them. Because when you are telling the story and you get to see these artifacts, you get to appreciate it and you get to know that people have not made up the story. So I believe so much that all these end up making sure we preserve our culture, we preserve our identity. We stand as an independent state, we stand as an independent Africa with our own destiny in our own hands, charting the path for the current generation and the generation of now.
This last month, people have been mentioning your name through the initiatives of this ashantefest. Are you proud of it?
Most definitely, I'm proud of the team we are working with, including your very good self. Because definitely, if I was to operate, I were to operate as an island, I wouldn't definitely get all the support. Most of the things that actually brought the application, when they were happening, I wasn't in Ghana. So it should tell you that leadership goes beyond having to be present to do the things yourself. Empower others so that even in your absence, they will be able to make you proud. So it's not really a matter of myself per se. It's a matter of the teamwork because I was out for almost a week. And all the things you saw, all the applications you had, actually happened in my absence. It should tell you that the youth, we are ready to own our future. We are ready to lead now, not in the future. We are diligent. When you give us responsibility, most definitely we execute it with diligence. So I want to encourage every decision maker that the youth, we are ready to unite to build our country. All we need is that opportunity. And most definitely for us, the youthful leaders in this government, we are ready to rally the youth around and make sure we build the Ghana that we want.
Thank you. Aside this being March April event, do we see subsequent ones in the upcoming months in the year?
Most definitely, this has come to stay as an annual event. Last year we were here. Most of the activities we are doing, definitely we undertook most of them last year. So, with your support, we hope that every year it will be conducted. And again, we want the ashantefest to rise beyond partisan politics. So what we are doing is that we're letting the industries own the program. The reason why the Street Art Festival wasn't around, but it was running. We have the Fashion Night Fashion Exhibition coming up on Saturday. They are running all their activities independently of my direct involvement. Last year, I had to be directly involved in making sure all the things are done and all that. This year, they have taken and I have absorbed the program and they are running. In a similar manner, we want all the sectors to absorb them so that even if I have no more requirements that whoever comes in with the present support, the program will still run. Because I mean, your ability to harness on your strength as a region goes a long way to strengthen your local economy. Ashanti, we are known for our rich history, our rich culture, our beautiful ecotourism. So why should we leave Ghana and go elsewhere and leave Ashanti and go elsewhere? Go and see things that we could see right here in the region. The reason why we are putting prominence on what defines us and what is our strength. Once we get this economy or this sector of the economy right, all the others will form. So with your support, I believe so much that we should be able to sustain this and even do it better.
Will there be a deliberate funding for the enhancement of tourism within the region?
So funding, government really does not have a budget line for these activities. Except for Kuma Wugan, recently the president through Akufo made an announcement of 20 million for Kuma Wood and the local movie industry. So we are hoping that as we have seen the Street Art Festival, most definitely we make a case that as we have now accepted the National Science and Arts Week and we run it as an annual event, let's see if we can have a national culture and national arts festival of this nature in a form of a competition to at least uplift the visual arts departments of our creative industry. So who knows? Maybe by mid-year budget week, you'll be lucky, or maybe by the next year's budget, you'll be lucky. But for now, most of the activities are being funded by corporate society and the private sector. And I'm so proud that once they see results, they don't mind spending. Usually their fear has been that even if we give, we don't get value for money. This time around, they are seeing everything and they are encouraged to do more. And also to mention that with the Street Art Festival, you realize that we've taken a further step to convert the area into more of a recreational area. We have gotten some support from private sector to see how best you can start and then convert that area. Once they see that you are doing something visible, I'm very sure that a lot more people will come on board and help so that we build the project as much as possible.
Thank you very much. The recent launch of
We have added to ashantefest programs. So we're going for the Solo Festival. That's why you see me there. Because we don't want any form of divisions whatsoever in the project. So whatever concept you have, whether it's solo group, whether it's anything account, whatever it is, let's bring it on board, let's get it done. So I've reached out to my colleague or my honorable member and the team there. He's equally reached out to Mayor and the team there. So most definitely we send a delegation so that they'll be part of the solo group. So we are also calling on them. And I want to single out the Asukwa NPP constituency chairman and thank him. Beyond the partisan divide whatsoever, he's been there on countless occasions to support us. At the first one, he brought them coconuts in large quantities. He brought them some water and all that, and I see him come around. That is what we want for the country. Whatever he's doing by the next 4 years, we are still in power. So let us unite, build the country. And I mean, in 2020, we can do our usual politics. So yes, so no, please on the other side, we will definitely attend. ashantefest on the other side, we are also inviting them to attend and be part.
Are you not contesting the solo group with the Jama Festival?
Oh, the Jama Festival, yes, last year we were here with Jama Festival. So Jama Festival is a bit different from Solo Festival. And the Solo Festival, I think they're going to do more of brass banding and all that. So on, I think, when is it? We also go with our brass band. And whenever they are to join them, I'll go with my dancing shoes and make sure we make it wonderful. It's all for the region.
Thank you very much.
It takes connectivity to build a nation. You can't definitely build a nation single-handedly. So we want that communal spirit of nation building to be imbibed in us, so that we take responsibility and own every development that comes to the nation. Okay, great.